Hey YouTube. Alright wavers, today I'm bringing you guys some advice or tips on being consistent. I was thinking about being consistent and it struck me that this could help somebody that just started waving or somebody who's been waving for a while, and is trying to get their waves from good to great. When I think of consistent, I think of something that is the same throughout. It doesn't really change much. So with being consistent and waving, it means that you're doing the same routine over and over and over again. So for those who just start, that being consistent with brushing, compression, ragging up at night, you want to stay consistent. When you're consistently brushing, that means you're brushing every day. If you're not consistently brushing, that means you'll brush an hour today. You might take a break for couple of days, come back, brush, and then you may slack off for another week and then brush again. That's not being consistent. To train your hair, you have to consistently do your routine, or else your hair is not going to know how to lay down, or it's going to be confused to lay down. Some tips that I can bring you guys that you can do right now, literally right now. I want you to pick your brush up and pay attention. This is how you can make every stroke consistent. Now, you may think just brushing your hair, I'm brushing, that's being consistent. My waves will come. Yes, that's true. But if you want the best waves you can achieve, this can also help with connections. Check out the grip I have on this, I have on my brush. You see? The top, my hand is placed near the bottom of the brush, and the top is what's going towards the crown down. Now for me to consistently brush, the top of this brush has to always start at my crown and follow through to my hairline. I mean, you can switch this up, you can do a different variation. Some people like the back of the brush, and you can brush crown down. But you have to make sure that the back of this brush or the front is always touching your crown first. That's how it becomes consistent. So if I brush my top like this, that means I need to brush my side like this, and I just keep going around. The brush always stays in the same spot. The bristles are always hitting my head. The same bristles are hitting my head in the same spot each time, now that I've paid attention to how I can consistently brush. You guys can try that out. I've seen it work wonders for my hair. It also correlates over to combing. So say I use the long side, I'm going to use the end, the wide tooth part, and I'm just going to keep going around in a circle. I mean, that's just my pattern. You would have to switch it up depending on your, the pattern you're looking for. But you get the gist of it, right? Being consistent also correlates with the brushes you use. You have to use the same brush for a given amount of time to really see how that brush affects your hair. So you want to consistently brush with Diane. If you're using a Diane, use the Diane for a whole month, and that would be consistently brushing with the Diane. You don't want to use your Diane 2 days out of the week, switch up to a Lato, then I'm gonna go and switch to an Annie the next day, and then on Friday I'm gonna finish off with a running wild boar bristle or whatever brush you have. So you want to stick with a certain brush. Pretty much it with being consistent. You want to make sure you keep everything the same throughout. That's what the word consistent is. Video informative and helpful for you with being consistent. Like it. I mean, hey, if you like the video, like it. Write a little comment. Tell me how you guys like to stay consistent, and subscribe. Of course, hit that red subscribe button and share it. Somebody else might need this information, so you never know who you might help out. And I'll see you.